So this is my Lexus IS300, which I've had now for about 3 years, and I have loved it, but there has been one big thing that's been annoying me constantly in the whole time I've had it. What's happening is, when you're wanting to drive a little bit spiritedly and really put your foot down, it tends to kind of, I don't know, misfire and kind of stumble a bit right when you put your foot down. It sucks. And I've been dealing with it. It's fine, day to day. You're not really booting it everywhere you go, so I've kind of just put up with it. But the other day, I got chatting to a mate of mine who has all the correct diagnostic tech and the right diagnostic brain to figure it out. So we've had a look, and now I want you to come with me while I show you how I diagnosed it and what we're doing to fix it. Now the Lexus is in the garage and it's up on 4 axle stands, we can get underneath and I can show you what the issue is. Basically, this car's gearbox oil has never been changed. It is black, it is horrible. So what we're going to do today, I've got a new filter, I've got a new gasket to go on, I've got loads of new oil, so we're going to replace it. This is the bottom of the gearbox. This is the drain plug. I have to my right a big bowl that I can drain it into. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to crack it off and then very carefully attempt to not get it all over the floor. Oh, that was easier than I thought. Right. There we go, all over my hand. Perfect. Just warm enough that it's nice and flowy, but not so warm that it burns me to death. So, what I've done is I've gone around the perimeter of the pan here and removed all of the bolts, bar just a couple, then got a pry bar around here just to pull it down, but made sure just to leave a couple of bolts in so it doesn't go cling all over my head and all over my floor. So now, just with the last 2 couple loose bolts, I'm gonna lower it down and try to be as careful as possible. So try this one first. There's one, pop that there for a second. And then number 2, I left round here. I can feel it coming down. It might have a little bit of gasket stuck to it. So there's that. Thank you to my glamorous assistant. Okay, so it's still a little bit stuck on this side. So might need to pry it a little bit more. Or we can use the hammer, which is behind me. Give it a little. Hey, there we go. I've already loosened the dipstick as well. You can see that on the other side. We're going to just bend this down and ever so carefully, because there's a little bracket here, scooch it out. So if you could just hold that for me, please, glamorous assistant. Down and forwards a bit. Oh, there we go. Come on. It's just catching on this little... Ooh! There we go. That's what we were talking about happening. Let that just drain for a second. Into there. There we go. All over my hand. Isn't that absolutely fabulous? Oh. There we go. Ignore my water bowl. That's the pan off and draining into one of our buckets. In here is the filter, which unfortunately I did not get a chance to film coming off, but that's in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take that out of the oil and see if it matches up with the other filter I've got. Right, so in here is the old filter. This is the new one. As you can see, that's the one side. That's the other side with the holes where the gearbox oil goes through. If I take this out and let it pour out of oil, you can see on that side where I've got my finger, that's the same as the other one. And then if we turn it over, yes, we have the exact same three. You can see just here, 1, 2, 3 holes for it to go through, and that matches up with the 1, 2, 3 holes on there. That's that side, and that's that side, just the other way around. Lovely, that is gross. So this is the underside of the transmission now that everything is out. The filter goes at the front there. You can see those 3 holes. If I just point them for you, there. Where it attaches. As you can see, we've cleaned all the old gasket off around the transmission, just in preparation for the new one. So what I'm going to do now is take you over to the bench where we're clearing up the pan itself. And this is the big mess we made. As you can see, this mess is us clearing up the pan. Obviously this won't be left in here, we'll clear it all out. As you can see, my glamorous assistant here has been wiping his fingers on the magnets in the bottom, so these are just here. What's happened is it's picked up some metal bits. I mean, that's what its job is. Over the years, there's been points where metal has touched, metal has shredded off, and then those magnets pick it up. What we want to make sure we do is clean those off so that if it happens again, they're ready to pick up some more metal. So now we're going to continue clearing off this gasket, ready for the new one, which is in this plastic. So this is the now clean pan. So we've removed all the old gasket, and we've completely cleaned the inside of the pan and popped the magnets back in. So it all looks beautiful. So now it's time to put it back in. Right, so back under the car in the dark, but it is time to fit. I've got the new filter in my hand, held nice and awkwardly over my shoulder. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the first 4 bolts in by hand first before torquing them up. So place it up there. It fits just snugly there, and we'll get this first one in. For this, so we'll start with this one just here. A little bit tighter. There we go, that's that one. I'm going to go to the other side to make sure it does up nice and evenly, and we'll wait for the click. There we go, and this one. There we go, and finally this one, which needs a little bit more doing up. There we go. That's your filter in. So just pop the pan back on with 2 bolts to hold it up. We're going to very quickly whip these all in, and we will cut back to when we are refilling it. So that's the pan torqued up to 7.5 Newton meters. So let's add the oil. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Good to use a small funnel for this because you fill it up from the dipstick hole. Much better than squeezing liquid in when you're under the car. So we've just started it up and we are running it to see if we get any problems. We are now on the next day. This has taken a couple of days. It got a bit late last night. We were filming up until about 11 o'clock, but I have test driven it this morning and it drives amazingly. Downshifts really well, upshifts nice and linearly, however you pronounce it. But overall, a really, really good job we did that. That gearbox had never been serviced. Next up, I'm hoping to take it to a dyno, see how it's performing. There still is something going on with the performance of the engine. I feel like it's overfueling somewhat, but we're going to investigate that. If you've enjoyed the video on the Lexus, please do like and subscribe, and there's going to be many more to come.